am certain that we have all been in that situation where someone has asked us to pray for them and we have forgotten. Or we can sometimes wind up feeling guilty because we've agreed to pray for someone and either forgotten entirely or what we would consider maybe slacked. So our ministry operates a prayer line, and so it operates 24 hours a day. People leave messages. They ask us to pray for them or for someone else for a special intention, and then that message gets passed along to all the members. And so it could feel somewhat overwhelming. However, what I personally do and what a number of us do is in that moment when we first learn of the request, we will pray a Hail Mary. Unless, of course, it is something where it's this dire need and maybe we'll feel called to pray an emergency novena. And then I write that person's name, that request down. I put it in a prayer bowl. And every morning when I go through my morning prayers, I do have a prayer for the sick that I recite. And all of those people in that prayer bowl are remembered in that. Also, our ministry has a prayer bowl that we put out at our meetings. And aside from all of the requests on the prayer line, all of the parishioners of the parishes we minister to, then in addition, we also have members write down prayer requests and put those in. And so when we pray our rosary, we pray it for those intentions. So it doesn't have to be anything special. You could just use a bowl that you have. And when you are going to pray for someone, write it down, put it in that bowl. And on a semi-regular basis, I will go through those requests, refresh my mind of who it is I'm praying for. Also, follow up with people. Find out how someone's surgery went if we didn't hear back from them. So I hope that helps you, that whole Catholic guilt thing. So I hope it helps you to deal with that guilt that comes along with something that's just such a blessing, which is praying for someone. And knowing those prayers makes such a difference. So until next time, God bless.